Our journey continues here in Jerusalem with a search for the Ark of the Covenant. What if the most sacred object in human history was never truly lost? For thousands of years, the Ark of the Covenant has been buried in silence, hidden behind legends, guarded by secrets and dismissed by skeptics. Empires have risen and fallen chasing it, explorers vanished searching for it, and entire civilizations built their faith around its power without ever seeing it. But now in 2026, everything has changed because a team of researchers using technology far beyond anything before it claims they didn't just find the Ark, they opened it. Before we expose what they saw inside, hit like and subscribe, because what you're about to hear is something many institutions would rather keep buried. In April 2026, a shocking announcement emerged from beneath the ancient streets of Jerusalem. Using advanced imaging systems and deep ground scanning tools, scientists began uncovering structures no one had mapped before. Structures that align disturbingly well with ancient accounts, long dismissed as myth. At the same time, new excavations at Tel Shiloh and Kiryat Yerim started revealing patterns, movements, and hidden chambers that suggest the Ark's journey may have been carefully concealed, not lost. And when these discoveries were connected, a single unsettling conclusion began to form. The Ark was never gone, it was waiting. What they found inside doesn't just challenge history, it threatens to rewrite everything we thought we knew about faith, power, and the unseen forces that shaped our world. And once you hear it, you can't unhear it. What was the Ark of the Covenant throughout religious history? Few things rival the mystery surrounding the Ark of the Covenant. It served as a tangible sign of God's presence among his people and embodied his promise to them. Safeguarded in the holiest of holies, within Jerusalem's temple, it played a pivotal role in their worship and rituals. Constructed by Bezalel, the chief architect, the Ark was a wooden chest, overlaid with gold housing the stone tablets of the commandments. It was designed to withstand the harsh conditions of the wilderness. Its dimensions approximately 111 centimeters by 67 centimeters. 67 centimeters were precise and deliberate. The inside and outside were layered with pure gold, symbolizing God's glory and holiness. The Ark's cover, known as the mercy seat, held two golden cherubs, representing God's heavenly throne. It was here that God spoke to Moses, giving instructions to the Israelites. The mercy seat was also where the high priest made atonement for the people's sins. Inside the Ark were the tablets of the commandments, a pot of manna containing the miraculous food provided in the wilderness, and Aaron's budding rod symbolizing his appointment as high priest. These items reminded the Israelites of God's faithfulness and miracles. Due to its sacredness, only designated Levite priests could handle or approach the Ark. Housed within the tabernacle, a specially constructed tent, according to God's meticulous instructions, the Holy of Holies chamber within the tabernacle housed the Ark. It was accessible only once a year, during the Day of Atonement, when the high priest conducted a ritual involving blood on the mercy seat atop the Ark, signifying reconciliation between God and the people. The sanctity of the Ark came with severe consequences for mishandling. Uzzah, attempting to stabilize the Ark on a cart, lost his life as a result. Similarly, the Philistines faced dire consequences as they were afflicted with diseases until they returned the Ark to its rightful place. The Ark, with its cherubim adorned lid known as the mercy seat, symbolized forgiveness and divine communication. It played a crucial role in religious rituals, emphasizing the importance of atonement for sins. In the Hebrew Bible, the last mention of the Ark is in 2 Chronicles 35:3, recounting King Josiah's temple restoration efforts. Beyond this point, its fate becomes a mystery, prompting various theories about its destiny. The theories of disappearance. What caused the mysterious disappearance of the Ark, and where did scientists finally find it? There are many theories, and we will unravel them one by one. The Babylonian destruction theory. A prevailing belief suggests the Ark's destruction when the Babylonians conquered Jerusalem in 586, before the Common Era. Historical accounts mention Babylonians looting the temple's treasures, leading many to speculate that they might have destroyed or confiscated the Ark. However, crucially, the Ark is not documented among the items taken by the Babylonians in several biblical references, casting serious doubt on this theory. The Ethiopian theory. Another intriguing idea suggests the Ark's transportation to Ethiopia by Menelik, King Solomon, and Queen Sheba's son. Ethiopian history and folklore contain stories claiming Menelik secretly spirited the Ark from Jerusalem to a temple in Axum safeguarded by monks. The belief is that the Ark resides in the Church of St. Mary of Zion in Axum, Ethiopia. Stories from Ethiopian texts like the Kebra Nagast narrate Menelik's journey and assert that the Ark remains safeguarded by a lineage of priests within the church. Ethiopian customs, such as displaying replicas of the Ark during Timkat, the Ethiopian Orthodox Christian significant holiday, and the historical presence of Jewish communities like the Beta Israel, suggests a long-standing connection between Ethiopia and the Ark's narrative. Some Ethiopian rulers even claimed lineage from Solomon and Sheba, using this connection to legitimize their reign. These intertwined historical narratives lend complexity to the quest for the Ark's true whereabouts and significance. However, historical or archaeological evidence validating Menelik's existence or his relocation of the Ark remains absent. An Adventist explorer claimed to have found the Ark, but this account lacks substantiation, leaving the Ark's whereabouts shrouded in mystery. The Temple Mount Theory. Captivating Jewish tradition proposes that King Josiah foresaw Jerusalem's fall, concealing the Ark and sacred artifacts beneath the Temple Mount, sealed by a stone inscribed for the eyes of the awaited Messiah alone. Some biblical passages seemingly support this narrative, suggesting the Ark remained within the temple's confines during its destruction. References in the Bible indicate the Ark remained within the temple during its destruction, aligning with the narrative in 2 Chronicles 35:3, where King Josiah directs the Levites to place the Ark within the temple, an implication that it was not there previously. Additionally, historical texts from Jeremiah and Ezekiel hint that God's glory departed from the temple before its ruin, possibly implying the Ark's departure or concealment. Archaeological and historical evidence supports the presence of unexplored chambers and tunnels beneath the Temple Mount. In various instances, attempts to access these uncharted areas sparked controversy. For example, in 1981, a group tried to destroy the dome of the rock, claiming they had found a tunnel leading to the Ark's hidden chamber. Opening an old cave door in 1996 led to riots amid suspicions that Israel aimed to access the Ark or harm Muslim structures above. Furthermore, assertions from programs like the Exodus Decoded have claimed evidence of hidden passageways potentially linked to the Ark. While the notion of the Ark remaining concealed beneath the Temple Mount is intriguing, it faces substantial skepticism and criticism. Many scholars contest this theory, citing its reliance on myths and conjectures without solid historical or textual substantiation. The Copper Scroll Theory. Some experts turn to sources like the Dead Sea Scrolls in pursuit of the lost Ark. The Copper Scroll, a standout among these scrolls, intrigues scholars due to its unique medium metal listing 64 locations of buried treasures. Some speculate that this wealth, hidden before the Babylonian invasion in 586 BCE, might include items from Jerusalem's temple, possibly even the Ark. Remarkably, the Copper Scroll suggests the Ark's potential location near the Dead Sea, particularly close to Qumran, near a place referred to in the Book of Joshua as the Valley of Aore, or Door of Hope. The valley initially symbolized judgment stemming from Israel's misdeeds, highlighting Achan's wrongful appropriation of sacred items. Interestingly, the term Aor translates to disaster, linking it to dire consequences. Ron Wyatt's controversial claims. In the 1980s, an amateur researcher and Seventh-day Adventist named Ron Wyatt made headlines by claiming he had discovered the Ark of the Covenant. His story, captivating yet contentious, unfolded on January 6, 1982, when he alleged finding the Ark and the Ten Commandments buried beneath Jerusalem's ancient ruins. According to Wyatt, the Ark rested precisely where Jesus of Nazareth was crucified, a location he believed was foretold in the Bible. The journey began with an altar stone protruding from a cliff believed to be remnants of an early Christian church, possibly dating back to the 1st century A. For Wyatt, this stone served as a marker signaling the significance of the site. Further exploration revealed 4 holes in the stone believed to be where the Romans positioned wooden crosses for crucifixions, including the one holding Jesus. Wyatt claimed one hole, slightly higher, marked the location of the thief crucified alongside Jesus. At the heart of Wyatt's claim lay a square-cut stone acting as a plug within a cross hole. Removing this stone revealed a crack in the rock, which Wyatt associated with biblical references to rocks being torn apart in grief. Delving deeper into a network of old caves, Wyatt asserted discovering the Ark of the Covenant within one of these caverns. In an interview with Anchorstone International in 1999, Wyatt recounted a peculiar observation: a dark substance dried in a crack above the Ark. He connected this substance to the centurion's act of piercing Christ's side, suggesting that blood and water might have dripped onto the Ark's mercy seat. This he likened to Moses sanctifying the Israelites' promise with blood and water on the Ten Commandments. Wyatt claimed to have photographic evidence of his findings, yet alleged divine interference prevented their disclosure. He supposedly encountered angelic beings on a return visit, indicating that the world was not ready to witness these discoveries firsthand. He further claimed that when blood from the crack above was tested, it revealed human blood with only 24 chromosomes, 23 from the mother's side and one single Y chromosome. According to Wyatt's story, this was evidence of a miraculous birth with no human father linking the blood directly to Jesus of Nazareth. Despite the skepticism and disapproval from biblical scholars and leaders in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, his findings have sustained interest in biblical archaeology. Beyond the Ark, Wyatt asserted uncovering over 100 biblical relics including Noah's Ark, remnants, stones from its anchor, the tombs of Noah and his wife, the Tower of Babel's site, and even Jesus' blood in a fissure caused by an earthquake. However, skepticism loomed large, with critics and leaders within his own church dismissing his claims. There is no solid, independently verified evidence to back his assertions, and the search for the Ark of the Covenant continues. The scientists' approach. In a recent announcement, a set of scientists made a compelling discovery in a simple cave that could offer alternative insights into the location of the sacred Ark. These archaeologists are exploring the ancient land of Kirjath Jearim, tracing the steps of the legendary Ark of the Covenant. While the mysterious Ark itself is not the expected find, the discoveries they are making are rewriting the narrative of ancient Israelites and the very origins of Judaism. According to biblical accounts, the Ark was held in Kirjath Jearim for 2 decades before its relocation to Jerusalem. The team's findings shed fresh light on this pivotal period in history. These revelations also challenge the traditional belief that King David was solely responsible for the transfer of the Ark to Jerusalem. The biblical tale traces the journey of the Ark from the tabernacle at Shiloh through the loss to the Philistines in a devastating battle. Interestingly, after facing plagues, the Philistines returned the Ark to the Israelites, who then settled it in Kirjath Jearim for a notable span of 20 years. The story continues with King David's initiative to transport the Ark to Jerusalem, initially housing it in a tent and later in King Solomon's temple. But here is where the intriguing part surfaces. After this event, the biblical narrative curiously falls silent about the Ark. Its absence from subsequent accounts of Judah and Israel's kings has puzzled experts like Thomas Romer, a prominent authority in Hebrew Bible studies. The mystery surrounding the Ark remains ever intriguing. Perhaps due to its supposed contents, the original stone tablets inscribed with the Ten Commandments. According to biblical law, the Ark possessed divine powers capable of empowering the Israelite armies or striking down those who dared to interact with it. Amidst the daily excavations, the archaeologists meticulously categorize their discoveries from glass artifacts to animal bones and various small finds. There is also a jokingly labeled empty basket marked as the Ark. Archaeologist Israel Finkelstein from Tel Aviv University is not seeking the physical Ark. Instead, he aims to unravel its historical significance. He conducted digs at sites linked to the Ark's history, including Shiloh in the 1980s, and now Kirjath Jearim in partnership with the Quai de France. Finkelstein delves into the Ark narrative, a tale believed to have emerged around the 8th century BCE, which was later assimilated into the biblical texts, particularly in Samuel. He suggests that the account of David's relocation of the Ark to Jerusalem in 2 Samuel 6 might have been an addition to the original narrative that concluded at Kirjath Jearim. Roma speculates that it was Josiah who transported the ark to Jerusalem to centralize both religious and political activities. According to him, the story about David relocating the ark might have been a justification written by Josiah. This theory, Roma argued, could explain the absence of further ark-related tales given Judah's subsequent fall to the Babylonians less than 3 decades after Josiah's reign. Interestingly, the Bible itself in 2 Chronicles 35:3 seems to hint at Josiah's role in moving the ark. The verse attributes instructions about placing the Holy Ark in the house built by Solomon to Josiah, not David. The ongoing excavation at Kirjath Jearim, situated merely 12 kilometers west of Jerusalem, provides additional evidence supporting the Josiah theory. The latest excavation season uncovered a substantial retaining wall approximately 3 meters thick and still standing at a height of 2 meters. Based on the surrounding pottery fragments, this wall appears to date back to the 8th or 7th century BCE, the 2026 breakthrough. In what has become one of the most significant developments in the ongoing quest for the Ark, researchers in 2026 announced a renewed and highly technical investigation beneath the streets of Jerusalem itself. Published in April 2026, the study revealed that advances in imaging and remote sensing technology are now offering scientists entirely new ways to explore what may have happened to the ancient relic. Where previous generations of researchers were limited to physical excavation, often impossible or politically restricted beneath the contested Temple Mount, modern tools now allow researchers to peer into the earth without disturbing a single stone. Ground-penetrating radar, LAR scanning, and high-resolution seismic imaging have been deployed around the perimeter of the Temple Mount and surrounding tunnel networks. These tools have confirmed the presence of previously unmapped subterranean chambers deep beneath the old city of Jerusalem. While no artifact has been directly identified within these chambers, their scale and positioning align remarkably with ancient descriptions of the temple's inner storage vaults. In parallel, the excavations at Tel Shiloh, the site described in the Bible as Israel's first major religious center, reached a pivotal milestone in 2025 and continued into 2026. Dr. Scott Stripling, director of the excavations, announced the discovery of a monumental Iron Age I building that matches the biblical descriptions of the tabernacle in striking detail. The building is oriented east to west and divided in a 2:1 ratio exactly as described in the Book of Exodus. Inside, researchers documented a large internal wall separating the space into 2 sections, mirroring the biblical division between the holy place and the Holy of Holies. Adding to the weight of this discovery, over 100,000 animal bones were found within the structure, the majority from the right side of sheep, goats, and cattle. According to Leviticus 7:32-34, the right side of sacrificial animals was specifically designated for priestly offerings. Pottery fragments found in the same layers date to the Iron I period, the very era when Shiloh served as Israel's spiritual center. Separately, archaeologist Dr. Chris McKinney, speaking with the 700 Club in April 2026, offered a theological reflection on the enduring significance of the search. "I think maybe the central reason is because it is God's throne." McKinney explained, "It is the place where God has chosen to dwell among his people. It is such a central piece of Israel's story." McKinney further noted that all ancient legends surrounding the Ark point not just to its disappearance, but to its anticipated future. All of the legends point to the fact that when the Ark is recovered, it is a sign of God's restoration of all things he said. Taken together, the 2026 developments mark a turning point in the search. For the first time, science and scripture are advancing side by side, with technology opening doors that archaeology alone could never unlock. Whether the Ark lies beneath Jerusalem in the hills of Shiloh or somewhere still beyond imagination, the 2026 discoveries have ensured that the search is more alive than ever before. Conclusion: while the scientists' stance may seem more logical, religion has always been known to be more spiritual, leading to divisions in people's reactions to different perspectives on the location of the Ark of the Covenant. While the more spiritually inclined tend to embrace accounts like Ron Wyatt's revelations, critics and scientists continue digging, trying to find the truth about the history and content of the sacred Ark. The religious and political significance of discovering or exhibiting the Ark today remains deeply uncertain. Both Judaism and Christianity have endured centuries without its physical presence. Stirring the pot by attempting to locate the Ark could potentially incite conflicts among Jews, Christians, and Muslims, each of whom lays claim to Jerusalem's holy sites. Yet the search continues. And with every new season of excavation, every new technological advance, and every layer of earth removed, humanity inches closer to answering one of the oldest and most compelling questions it has ever asked. Where is the Ark of the Covenant? Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out another interesting video before you leave. Click on the link appearing on your screen right now, and we will see you on the other.